Okay, welcome, Brick Maniacs, to a Laundry Day episode. Brick Mania sit rep.
We don't have our uniforms today.
Yeah, it's Laundry Day at the design house. Well, I have Andreas, ASAP Animation, with me today, and we're going to talk about a couple of new releases that are two pre-orders, and then Amanda will be joining us for a lowdown and something, a new release. It's actually going to be dropping tomorrow, today, depending on when you watch this.
Yeah, Friday,
Yes.
8 a.m. in Minneapolis time.
Yes. Yes, that's where the world revolves around Minneapolis, or at least the Lego world. You thought it was Billund, but no, it's Minneapolis.
Oh yeah.
So,
Right.
What do you want to start with?
Let's talk about this spinning thing.
Yeah, I guess it's spinning, but it's not the spinner. So
No.
we'll go with what's spinning first. It's a theme I think we have going on.
Yeah.
So this is a Condor APC. We're doing we're in the middle of a series of sets. Actually, this is the tail end at this point of sets that commemorate the 30th anniversary of the Battle of Mogadishu. And traditionally, we've done part of that series would have been the French VAB, which in the movie was representing the United Nations Armored Personnel Carriers that showed up at the end of the battle to help extricate the Rangers that were surrounded. But in real life, it was not a VAB. It was not a French AB. That's just all they had available when they made the movie. They were these German-made Condor APCs, crewed by Malaysian United Nations peacekeepers.
Oh yeah.
So instead of making a third version of the VAB, I decided to do the right model this time. Not doing what was in the movie, but doing what was actually there on the ground.
Historically accurate.
Right. So it wasn't actually an easy model to find blueprints or anything of. It's only used by a few countries. Most of them were actually exported to Malaysia. That's the biggest contingent of them, and they use them for peacekeeping operations. So that's why they were in Mogadishu in Somalia in 1993 when the Battle of Mogadishu happened.
Yeah.
So
We got a lot of features here.
yeah, we could go through this real quick, but might as well. Let's flip this thing off. That's what's spinning. As you may have noticed, as it's going around, it has tons of grenade launchers. There's smoke grenade launchers.
Oh yeah.
The purpose of this APC is it's not like a tank. It's just to protect the crew and the occupants from small arms fire.
Yeah.
So, its only real defense is stealth, speed, escaping. These are armored personnel carriers designed to get troops to on the ground where they need to be, or quickly through hostile territory. So you have all the smoke grenade launchers. That's real. They probably have more on the real thing.
Yeah.
I did have to Legofy this somewhat because I couldn't compress every detail into the APC here. But we do have all the hatches on the roof open. You have the driver's hatch. Driver can sit down inside the compartment. Your kit will come with one figure. The figure has a MCH and a UN beret, a blue custom-made Brickmania beret.
Yeah.
That was designed in-house by our very own Amanda, and I think Slam is doing the artwork for the. I know Slam's doing the artwork for the vehicle. I believe
Amanda did the figure. Yeah.
is doing the figure. So yeah. So you could actually fit tons of figures inside this thing. I have the commander. You'll have this figure inside the hull. It won't be a red ninja. It'll be an actual Malaysian infantry trooper, infantry soldier. You have the commander's hatch is directly behind the driver's hatch. That of course opens. You can have him sitting in there, and you have two more hatches up on the roof besides the gunner's hatch that's up in the turret here. You have two more hatches in the back, so you can have a total of 5 guys hanging out. I think on my Instagram page I have a picture with all the crewmen posed in here, but it does actually. They do all open up, and you can fit more soldiers in here. If you want to lock your turret into place, it has that cool feature. So
That's very cool.
Right, and there are doors. There's a split door in the back. So it's kind of a ramp door combo, and then these side doors actually open up too, which is another feature.
Whoa, airplane door.
Yep. So, and that's how they open in real life. It's kind of like a minivan, you know. We got to drop off the kids at daycare, at school. We got to drop off the infantry at the site of the battle. So you do have this flow through arrangement here.
Yeah.
Let me see. I could pull this turret off, give you an idea how easy it is to actually get inside this thing. The roof sections come off in big chunks. They're not really. Whoops.
Easily accessible.
Easily accessible, so you could stuff all of your Red Ninjas. I mean, your United Nations soldiers inside of the hull.
And I noticed there's studs in all directions in here too, so there's a lot of advanced techniques going on here.
It is one incredibly solid vehicle. I started out, the VAB that this is replacing is a much simpler design. It's more like a bread truck with 6 wheels. This thing is completely different. This thing is studs galore everywhere. Yeah, it is.
So many angles.
It's even the bottom is smooth.
Oh wow! Look at that.
I think on the actual kit, this will be replaced by a tile. So I didn't have a weight inverted tile to go in there. And I can also show you that the steering is posable.
Whoa!
So that is one extra feature. I did not add suspension, like any sort of movable suspension, just because the clearance inside those wheel wells is so tight. I figured if there's any kind of working suspension, it's just going to get jammed up inside of there. Anyway.
They roll so smooth. You don't need it.
Yeah, actually, it rolls. The final kit will roll smoother. There's still one wheel well. I went through so many iterations of these wheel wells till I found the right one that works. And one of them is the old style. It just barely touches. But in the real kit, that won't happen at all. And you do have the trim vane for if you want to take this in water, because this is an amphibious vehicle too.
The propeller there?
It's like there's a propeller in the back here. On the real kit, it'll be a different color. I just didn't have. That's the only color I had except for yellow. I didn't want to stick a yellow one on there. It is an amphibious vehicle. That's one of the reasons for it to need to be just like a light armored vehicle. If it was more heavily armored, the thing would sink, and that's not good for your troops, your occupants.
Yeah, but the Lego model doesn't float. But the real one
I
does.
bet it will.
Oh.
It'd probably float like in some weird angle, or maybe even upside down because it's top heavy.
If you get this, try it. Send us a photo.
Yeah.
Or not.
Yeah, I'm not going to do it with mine. You'll have to do yours.
All right.
All right, well, that's enough of this. This is going to be dropping for pre-orders tomorrow.
Yep.
We'll have our usual Friday drop day coupon available. What you're not seeing is all the print. Look at the renders. They'll have all the printed parts and the actual figures. The last thing I want to mention is that there will be an option to add a couple of extra soldiers. So if you want to get more soldiers besides the driver or the commander or whatever it comes with, you can get more of the same. They have a different face, so it's not 100% the same. The uniform's the same. You'll still have the blue beret. If you want to get MCHs for those guys, you have to get those on your own because the standalone figure does not come with the MCH. I just figured that any drivers or any commanders going to stick their head outside the vehicle is going to want their helmet on.
Yeah, but I've seen those berets. They look super good. So
yeah. I'm excited. I'm excited for
look
those.
at the renders. They look great.
Yep.
Yeah.
So,
Okay. Another kit.
Should we give it a spin?
Yeah. So this is a police spinner. Very sci-fi. This is the second variant Brickman has released. Last one was by John Canepa back in 2017, 2018.
Yeah, it's been a while.
So it's been a while. So
the dark future's been exceptionally dim lately.
Yeah. So very exciting. I made this originally a year ago I brought it to a couple shows and stuff, and then brought it here, updated, and now it's ready for kit release. So yeah, fantasy. This is a police spinner, LAPD from the future. We can talk about the kit.
Yeah.
It comes with 2 minifigures. You have your officer and his AI girlfriend.
Oh, don't give the movie away. Oh. Spoiler alert.
Oh, no.
Spoiler alert, we just gave the movie away.
Oh, there's more to the movie. Watch it. It's a good movie.
What? I don't even know what movie we're talking about.
Yeah. All right, so there's a lot of features to this. You have opening doors on each side here. You got room for 2 minifigures.
That's really cool.
Yeah, very smooth, just like the real thing, opening like that. Yeah. Windshield, easily removed windshield, so you can put your figures in there. You will have a lot of printed details inside here, made by Slam. There's like a push lever in here that he uses when he pulls that. That has a feature, not in the Lego model, but in the what this is based
And
off.
the real thing.
And the real thing. So a drone is released. So it's a very small drone, but that's a little play feature for you. Very easy to get in and out there. Very smooth.
How easy is it to get it on and off that stand?
Oh yeah, we're using a new chassis for this, and this chassis has a very good clutch. So it comes with the stand, but you can also display it just like this, however you want.
So when you put it in your sci-fi future city, future
Yeah.
LA, then you'll know for sure that you can stick it on the street and make a cool scene. It
Oh,
doesn't
yeah.
have to be flying all the
It's
time.
got a rolling wheel in the back as well. Tri-wheeled vehicle. A lot of printed details. Just check the renders. It's a lot of cool stuff.
Yeah, well, I look for it. I've seen it in progress. I've been watching this happen over the last couple of weeks, and I think it's really cool.
Oh yeah. Very excited about
And
this.
this
one.
newest iteration of it is really, it's ready for release. For sure.
Yeah, and if you have the old one, they scale pretty well together. They look good together.
Cool.
Yeah.
So in real life, they're like what, a generation apart, like 20 years apart.
Yeah, 30. I think 30 years,
Yeah.
pretty much. Yeah.
So, as the story goes. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. But I think it's cool. It's a great update, and it's a great looking model.
Yeah. Very excited to get it finished and get it out there.
So, and there's going to be some custom, cool accessories with this, aren't there?
Oh yeah, there's a perfect caliber, and I think this is a new brick arms as well.
Right. And we're going to get some custom fabric capes
Oh,
made.
that's right. Yeah.
So there's
Fabric
the
cape.
minifigs are going to be like A+ minifigs, but the accessories on them will just make it over the top. So
Yeah.
kit exclusives, exclusives galore.
Yeah.
So, but we're going to do a drop. We don't usually do drop day coupons with kit exclusive stuff, but you know what? We're going to do it this week. So look for that drop day coupon. We'll do the same thing. Both of these kits will have a drop day coupon, so you can get them now, and get those pre-orders going so we can make as many as we can right away. It makes our lives easier when you guys all pre-order right away. Otherwise, it's going to take a while for that next batch to come around.
Oh yeah.
So,
Cool. We should get Amanda in here.
yeah, we're gonna
Look at her.
cut away now, and then we'll have Amanda join us up here at the podium.
Look at our third release.
And we're back.
We are.
We're back in the design studio, or actually the studio, Brickmania TV studio, and I have Amanda with me, and we're going to talk about the latest project she's been working on.
Yeah, this funny little Einstein. What do we call them?
I think we just called it a not brickhead.
I think that's might have been exactly what we called it.
So, it is a little bit more unique. It has a different
Yeah,
style.
we went with a different kind of. I was playing around with it. And I was like, we'll just start building and see what we got. So we got this little Einstein, and he's pretty cute, and he's got little arms, little E = MC square with the date that he did it on.
Yeah.
Cute little mustache. He's
I
got his
love
little
that
tongue sticking out. The hair was a challenge actually. The rest are pretty obvious, pretty easy building.
Yeah.
But yeah, the hair was fun to sit and play with and do a couple of iterations. And if you don't want his tongue out,
You can change it.
You can-
No, what happened to his head?
I know he's down to just a little spinal cord. Just flip around that bottom plate, and poof, he's.
Oh, he's back together. Oh, thank goodness.
Not that I can put my. There we go. Then no.
Ta-da.
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 No
Hey.
tongue.
Hey, that's cool.
Yeah.
So a multi-feature. So it's actually not just a statue. It's a plaything.
There you go.
You can impress your friends, your colleagues, your neighbors, your physics teacher.
Yeah, definitely. This would be a good gift for a teacher. I could see giving that to a physics. Just be like, "You're my favorite physics teacher."
Yeah.
That might be a thing. I don't know.
Yeah. I if it was me, I would do that. I had a favorite physics teacher, but that was a long time ago. That was.
I could see
it
you
was
having a
a
favorite
relatively.
physics
Yeah.
teacher.
It was all relative, I guess.
It's all relative. But I
Oh,
like it.
Yeah.
So yeah, it's super simple, but it's a fun one to just put on your shelf, put on your desk. Give a little love to Albert Einstein.
So it's a good piece. It's like a good statuette, but also I love the printing. The printing's kind of takes it over the top.
Yeah, give him a nice little suit.
You get the full Brickmania experience by having all the printed parts. So we got to keep the designers and everybody busy with printing and
Definitely.
making the instructions more complicated. But that's just the way it goes.
And if you want to be true to Einstein, you can remove his loafers and just put some tan a tan 1x3 and a tan 1x1 tile.
Was he
and
known
poof,
to walk around without?
He
his-
hated shoes.
No.
So there you go. There's a little update you can always make.
Smart people with their quirky personalities, right?
None of us are quirky. What are you talking about?
Well, I think this is great, and this is a slightly different aesthetic for Brickmania, and I think it's really neat. And Amanda, one thing that I've noticed with your projects, you bring an artistic eye, to your figures, to your builds. That I think you were an artist before you were a builder.
Yeah, definitely.
Where a lot of us builders were builders before we were and we're still struggling to make things look good. In fact, all we do is make models. We're not really making art. But this is something.
We'll
on a different
agree to
level.
disagree on that. But yeah, no, definitely was an artist first, long before I learned what the brick was. So, yeah.
Well, cool. Well, hopefully we'll see some more. These are
people
going to
like
sell
this.
out. I know this is going to sell out right away.
I think it's pretty cool. I'm pretty happy with it.
Yeah. And we'll have to make more. This is a drop. This is not a pre-order. So you'll be able to just buy this thing
Get it?
on Friday.
Yeah.
If you can't get it online, there'll be some in the stores this week or early next. And we'll make more in the future. We're working with the Einstein.
Yeah,
the
that's
legacy
right. We
of
have the actual.
It's a license.
company.
This is
It's
a
a
license
licensed
thing.
kit.
This is official Einstein license. We will make more going forward. I noticed that the Einstein actual figure, which we made last year, looks like it's about to sell out again. So,
Yep.
So we'll have to do more of both. We'll have more of both before the holidays if you can't get this on drop day.
Sounds good. Enjoy.